Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha and welcome back to another episode of Smart Money Analysis for today, that is 17th of June 2021. And today was the weekly expiry for Nifty and Bank Nifty. And I'm pretty sure if you would have been connected to my Telegram channel, there I basically posted not a trading recommendation but my views because I did knew that this selling would have to come because the data was not positive and the global cues were also negative and there were a lot many reasons. So I basically posted that you could have bought 15750 PE around 30 to 35. You could have also bought it at 40. The first target I gave at 60 and I told you that you can book 70% of your quantity there. The second target I told you to wait for 80 and you would be shocked to hear that that particular put option made a high of roughly about 135. So it was an amazing trade with a superb risk reward. So only thing I ask of you is that if at all you made money, please do let me know in the comments. And yeah, please leave a like to this video and encourage me because whenever I get time, I will try to share some of the useful trades which could benefit you. So with that being said, let's just go and begin our analysis for today. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the numbers in the cash market today. So you will see a net selling of roughly about 880 crores from the FIIs and a negligible buying of roughly 45 crores from the DIIs. So you will see that for the last 2 to 3 days, the FIIs are selling and they are selling heavily. In fact, yesterday, both the FIIs and the DIIs sold in net quantity. So this is not good. And yesterday, the Fed said that they are going to keep the interest rates to be same, but they did hint that they may increase it very soon, either in 2022 or in 2023. And that was not taken very positively by the markets globally. So the effect of that is what you saw. And yesterday I told you that in every particular segment, the FIIs had a bearish position. So this was bound to happen, and every selling, basically every rise was a selling opportunity, and that's why I gave you that particular trade. Okay, let's go to the daily chart. So the daily chart, you will see kind of an inverted hammer. So that's what you will see, selling pressure from the top. In fact, the low was very close to 15600, which happens to be a strong support. Any closing below 15600, I would say that the trend has changed and the trend has become negative. But till the time we are closing above 15600, you can still consider that this is still an upward movement and this is a correction. But again, 15600 happens to be a very important level. Moreover, if I talk about the 20 EMA, so the 20 EMA happens to be at 15553. So that would be another important support for Nifty on a daily time frame. With that being said, let's have a look at the intraday movement. So you will see that we opened a huge gap down today, almost 100 points or more than 100 points. Then we saw some sharp recovery, and then this particular level, which was 15770, happens to be the resistance. Why? Because 15800 had the highest open interest on call side. So this was according to option chain. This was a supply zone. This is the second point, and then there was this gap filling which was pending. So that was done, and this gap would have acted as a resistance. So all the three, basically all the three things were telling me that this was a strong resistance, and you saw that what a fall did we see from that particular point. And talking about Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty again, you will see that similar kind of a movement, and I have been telling you that Bank Nifty is much more weaker than Nifty. So you will see a 0.5% fall in Nifty and about more than a 1% fall in Bank Nifty. What's bad today is that the future is trading at 11 points premium, which is not at all healthy. And even Bank Nifty futures, oh sorry, it's trading at 11 point discount, pardon me. And even Bank Nifty futures is trading at a discount. So that is not very good. Although we are close to the expiry, so the premium starts shrinking out, but this has gone into discount, and that clearly tells me that there is not a lot of demand for these futures contract. That's one thing. Another interesting thing is India VIX. So India VIX, you saw some upward movement today. In fact, it went above 16 intraday, but again it cooled off during the end. But still, this is rise, and I think that it has made a good base around these particular levels, which we saw about 2 or 3 days ago. So that's the thing. SGX Nifty is trading around 15700, so kind of flat, not much movement here. A lot will depend on whether the weakness continues in global markets or not. That is something which we have to see. But let's go to the option chain and try to decipher the activity for the next week, or basically the monthly expiry for June. So this is the option chain, and here you will see that first of all, some very good call writing has been done throughout the day, and you will see that there is negligible confidence on the put writing. In fact, there has been some very minute unwinding on 15500. So 15500 had the highest OI during the day, but then when the fall came in the second half, some of the people exited, but 15,000 still happens to be the highest OI on the put side. Talking about on the call side, so you will see that 16,000 is the one, although it's 16,500, but we can consider 16,000. But the thing to note is the aggressive writing here. So 15,700, you see 17 lakh contracts have been added, and it's not even day one for the next expiry. So this is like humongous amount of writing that we have seen here, and this is not very good, because this just tell me that each multiple of 100 from here on has become a decent resistance, because the writing has been pretty confident. But again, if we open up gap up due to some positiveness in the global markets, then it might be possible that some of this OI might reduce because of short covering, but that is something which we have to see. But as of now, this option chain looks bearish to me. And you will see that the max pain is at 15,700, and you can clearly see that the calls return are much more aggressive than the puts, and that's what you can see in the put call ratio as well. But again, this is just day one. This is not a lot of activity, although this is more compared to the usual because there is a monthly option chain, but still this is what we can infer. Let's go and have a look at Bank Nifty. Okay, Bank Nifty again. Okay, let's try to analyze. Yeah. So Bank Nifty, first of all, you will again see that the writing on the put side happens to be a little bit dimmed off compared to that on the call side, because again you will see that 34,500 there is some writing but not a lot, about 3.2 lakh contracts. Talking about the highest OI, so that happens to be at 34,000. So people are assuming that 34,000 will act as a strong support, but still there is not a lot of activity. So Bank Nifty is generally having very less activity when compared to Nifty, but you will see that again there is some healthy addition of call writing on 35,000. So you will see about 1 million contracts, about 1.1 million contracts, and 4.7 lakh of which were added today. So again, not a lot that we can decipher from this option chain. The put call ratio again here tells that the call writing is much more aggressive, and there is still not oversold, so there is room for further downside. But Bank Nifty has been looking weak, and that's what I have been telling you for the last few days. Okay, let's go to the derivatives data, or okay, I missed the global cues. Let's first go to the global cues. So Dow has been trading pretty close to 33,800 since morning. No movement at all in Dow Jones, and similarly S&P and Nasdaq are also kind of flat. So this is not much movement. Yesterday was a very gruesome kind of a fall, so there was too much volatility. VIX is also up 1.5%, so that's not very good either. DAX and again these European indices, so this is too much of a flattish kind of a trading session going on, not much movement. It would be interesting to see how does the US futures and the US indices perform once the US market opens, but let's see how do things turn up. Next up, let's go and analyze the derivatives data for today. Okay, so let's see what have we got in the derivatives data. So first of all, the net long and index futures has again reduced by 1.19%. So this is not good because you can see some long unwinding plus some fresh short build up. So again, another day which we see that they have been reducing their position in index futures. So this is negative based on index futures. Talking about the stock futures, so stock futures again you see a decline of 0.28%. So you will see long addition plus some fresh short build up. But you can see that the short buildup is more than twice than the long addition. So that's something which you need to see. So again, negative data from index futures, negative data from stock futures. Let's go and have a look at the options activity. So I have been telling this for a lot many days now, but since it is expiry today, since it was expiry today, so basically these changes should not be taken up very seriously, because on an expiry there is a lot of positions which are added, a lot which are exited. So mostly you will see that there is a reduction in all the four, that is option writing as well as option buying, all you will see reduction. It's good to have a look at the overall picture. So you will see that the put longs are significantly much more than the call longs in the index on a total basis. So this is negative, but you will see that a lot of call shots have been unwinded today. But again, this is because of the expiry effect. So you need to be very much careful. Although it looks like the call shots are less than the put shots, but you need to understand that yesterday there was some heavy call shots by the FII, and that is what they have exactly unwounded today as a part of expiry. So again, this looks kind of neutral, But option buying looks a little worrying because you see there is a lot many puts that they still have. So this is a little bit of a cautious, but again, take these changes only as a pinch of salt. So the futures data is much more important. Let's talk about the pros. So pros you will see, okay, yeah, pros you will see that again they have increased basically their net long in index futures. So you will see an increase of roughly about 4.81. Yesterday you saw an increase of about 10.51%. So you will see that both basically the long addition has been done and short covering has been done even today. So this is positive based on index futures on proprietary desk activity. Talking about stock futures, this is negative, a decline of roughly about 0.53%. So you will see both a long addition plus some fresh short buildup, but again the fresh short buildup is almost twice than that of the long addition. So that is something which you need to see. Talking about the options activity, so again here you will mostly see that there is a reduction in everything, be it call shorts, put shorts, call longs or put longs. So again there is a reduction. Let's have a look at the overall picture. So you will see that the puts are more than the calls and the call shorts are more than the put shorts. So this looks like the options activity still remains to be bearish for the proprietary desk. Let's go and analyze the retail. Okay, so retail you will see that a reduction of 0.36% in the index futures, or basically you will see some short covering and some long unwinding. The long unwinding is more than the short covering, therefore a net reduction. But again, this is not too bearish. This is kind of neutral to mild bearish. Talking about stock futures, so again we have seen a positive movement here. So an increase by 0.7%. Short covering plus fresh long build up. So this makes it the net long in stock futures to be around 84% for the clients or basically the retail traders. So stock futures looks positive. Index futures looks neutral to mild bearish. Let's have a look at the options activity. And no surprise, here also you will see a reduction in every single one of these. You can go through these numbers, but it's important to understand the overall activity. So you will see that the calls are more than the puts here in option buying. So you will see a bullish bias here. And again, you see that the put shorts are more than the call shorts. So the retailers look bullish as per the options activity, and they are looking mild bearish or basically neutral in index futures, and they are looking mild bullish in stock futures. So this is our analysis for today, and I hope you enjoyed this particular video. If you did, please consider pressing the like button, and if you are new here and coming here for the first time, subscribe to this channel for more such content. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Have a good day, take care, and bye bye.